what right here. And for our first class, we're going to be talking about the parts of speech, the nouns, the pronouns, the adjectives, and everything. Yes, we have to go back to the basics. You have to know how every word is categorized into where and their functions in the English language. So let's get right to it. Alright, so to begin our class, what are parts of speech? Let me just give you a simplified form to explain what part of speech is. Take this example. I am a boy. Those are just 4 words. I belongs to one different part of speech, one category. Am belongs to a different category. A belongs to a different category. Boy belongs to another category entirely. Okay? I is a pronoun. Am is a verb, that is the verb to be. The verb is showing a state of being. Then we have a, which is a determiner or an article which always comes before the noun. And we have boy, which is the noun. That's it. That's what part of speech is. How words are categorized into that different parts according to the functions they play in the sentence. Okay, so for our definition, we have parts of speech are the various grammatical categories into which words of a language, that is English language, are classified. So for our traditional classes, we have the noun, pronouns, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection, and newly added determiners and articles as parts of speech also. So we're going to be looking at all of that. The first one we'll be looking at is the noun, the name of animal, anybody, any person, animal, place, or thing. Yeah, we sing it all the time and we know it. Do we really know it? We're gonna find out today. So for person, we have man, boy, Okon, John. Name of a person, those are nouns. We have animals, cat, dog, goat, reptiles. Those are also nouns. We have name of a place. We have forest, ocean, beach, Lagos, Uyo, Abuja. Those are nouns. A thing, book, table, chair, iron, your phone you're holding, your laptop you're watching, those are nouns. Event, rally, marriage, burial, campaign, election, those are also nouns. So we're going to be looking at the function of the noun. The noun functions as the subject of a sentence or the object of a verb. The subject of a sentence or the object of a verb. So we'll look at this example. John killed the goat. John is the subject of that sentence. Killed is the verb. The goat. Goat there is also a noun. Don't forget I said the name of animals. Goat is also a noun and it is acting as the object of the verb what? Killed. With the second example, we have Justin bought a new car. We have Justin, which is the subject, that's a noun, the name of a person. Bought, that is a verb. Then we have a determiner. New car, new is an adjective. Then we have car being the object of the action bought. Bought, Justin bought a new car. So that's it. We're moving on to the types of nouns. So the first type of nouns that we have to be conversant with is the proper noun. These are words that name specific things, one-of-a-kind items. I mean one-of-a-kind specific things, not generalized. So the example we'll have a name of a person is specific, it is unique. Like your name, whatever it is unique. And note you, every proper noun has to be written with the first letter of that word capitalized, no matter where it appears in the sentence. Even if my name is John, John appears at the last part, which is the last word, but it has to be capitalized. The first letter, which is J, has to be capitalized for every single proper noun. So Categories of words that are proper nouns are names of a person, names of a place, holidays, festive periods, important days on the calendar like Christmas, Easter, you know. For the name of a person we have John, for name of places we have Uyo, Lagos, Abuja, Las Vegas. No matter what, they have to be capitalized. So do not make any blunder whatsoever to write them in lower cases or in small letters. The names of books also, each letter, each word, the first letter of each word has to be capitalized. Name of a book, name of a poem, name of a song, they are all proper nouns. They have to have their first letters capitalized. That is the trick when it has to do with proper nouns. So you have to be careful when you're writing that. Days of the week too falls into the category of proper nouns. So every day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all have to start with a capital letter. We have the days of the month also, January, February, down to December. All proper nouns have to start with a capital letter. Take that. Of noun, we have common noun. These are nouns that are more general in nature. For examples, we have our planet, we have food, we have books. We can say, John was eating food when I saw him. This is general. John was eating rice when I saw him. Rice is a type of food. So it's to show you that food is a common noun that refers to everything that can be eaten. The next type of noun is the abstract noun. These are nouns that refer to feelings and experience rather than physical objects. Things like love, hope, happiness, sadness, love, joy. All of these are all felt but cannot be held with the hand. Concrete noun, on the other hand, is what can be felt, touched, carried or moved, like your phone, like your laptop you're using right now, your chair, your book, the door, the boy, a girl. Human beings are also concrete nouns because they can be seen and touched. The next is the count noun. These are nouns that can take the definite articles a and an and can easily be pluralized. Cars, tables, a book or books, a chair or chairs, a table or tables. So you can see that they can take the pluralized forms, a or an. The non-count, these are nouns that cannot be pluralized, like the count nouns that you can have the s and plural forms of it. This is oil. Oil cannot be pluralized. Furniture. Furniture is furniture. You cannot say furnitures. We have advice. Advice is advice. You cannot say advices. Information cannot be informations. Equipment cannot be equipment. Equipment, the plural form of equipment is equipment. Okay? So, we're done with nouns. We're going to look at pronouns. Pronouns, these are words that are used in place of nouns or noun phrases in a sentence to avoid unnecessary repetition. We have a sentence like, John is at home. John is reading his book. John will soon go out. Instead of having to use John, we can replace it with John is at home. He is reading his book. He will soon go out. He, in that example, is a plural. So instead, a pronoun rather. Instead of using John all the time, you replace it with a pronoun e. That is the work of the pronouns. So we also have different types of pronouns. The first type of pronoun we have here is the personal pronoun. These are pronouns used in place of persons' names or names given to things. Like I said, he, she, it, I, you, they, me, you, him, her, it, and them. These are all pronouns that can be used to replace a name that has already been mentioned before. So instead of repeating the name, you can use these pronouns to replace it. The next type of pronoun is the interrogative pronoun. These are pronouns that are used to ask questions. They usually come in WH. We have the who, what, which, whose, when. Who ate my food? Who stole my pen? Who there is a pronoun. We have the reflexive pronouns too. These are pronouns that are used when the action done by the subject turns back to itself. What I'm trying to say is, when you are performing an action, when you do something, having to refer back to yourself, like, I made that food myself. I made the food and I'm trying to tell you that I did it. So the action is coming back to me. She broke her pencil herself. She did it and referring to her. So this is the reflexive pronoun, which is talking about a noun already mentioned in the sentence. We have the reciprocal pronoun. These are pronouns used to show a two-way relationship between two or more people, like each other, one another. You understand that? They all spoke with each other yesterday. So it shows a relationship, a two-way relationship between two groups of people or two persons. We also have the indefinite pronoun. These are pronouns that do not refer to a particular thing or anything at all. It gives more like a general overview of everything. Like, anybody can come eat. Nobody should go to my house. He doesn't mention a name. He doesn't say, Ade should not go to my house. He says anybody, nobody. We have anything, we have somebody, we have few, we have several, we have some, we have everyone. So it gives a general overview. It doesn't specify names or persons. We also have the relative pronouns. These are pronouns used to introduce some clauses which relate to a noun that has already been mentioned. Who, that, whom, whoever, which. Instances of words of relative pronouns as used in a sentence is the boy whose father died yesterday. So we're trying to talk about the boy and we had to use the word whose to explain more about the boy, to give us more information about the boy. The boy whose father died yesterday is around. So that is the relative pronoun. The word whose, what, that, whom, whoever, which. We also have the possessive pronoun. One has been married. Ladies love John. One of the ladies who love John has been married. Relative pronoun. These are pronouns used to introduce some clauses which relate to nouns that have already been mentioned. We have examples of relative pronouns. They are who, that, whose, whom, whoever, which. For example, the boy whose father died yesterday is around. Whose father died yesterday. So the word whose explains more about the boy. The boy has already been mentioned. So whose father died yesterday gives us more explanation and description about the boy. So these are relative pronouns. And with that, we've come to the end of the session. We've been talking about nouns, the different types of nouns, and the different types of pronouns. So you were expected to be able to identify the different types of nouns as they're being used, the rules that guide them, and also pronouns. You know that pronouns are used in place of nouns to avoid repetitions.